great hand activity. That was a big emphasis coming in, was to really try to take away their pocket with any of their pick and rolls. And I thought we did a really good job of it. They got out to a good start. I thought they were a little too comfortable early in the game, but we turned that around once we started getting deflections. That got us out in transition. That got Keisei loose a little bit, but you know, that's a very talented team over there that was at the top of our league. So you know, a really good complete win for us. I've used the word consistency with our group. You know, talked about that from the day we got back from the break, and I thought tonight was about as consistent as we've been for 40 minutes. And we played a complete game and you know, shared the ball. Had 8 turnovers, which is certainly a step in the right direction after the last couple games. And I thought we had good movement on the offensive end and got the ball to the right guy. It was great to see Keisei get it going. You know, I love that his family was in the building. It's a special thing being away from his family for as long as he has the last few years, and you know, for them to witness this event. I told him they need to find a place over here. It seems to be pretty damn good when they're in the building. And then Rink's parents were able to be here as well. And you know, you know, the thing you got to understand about Rink, he had his procedure done the day after the Kansas State game, and he's really had a day and a half of practice. And for him to go out there, you know, probably played a few more minutes than we would have liked just because of the foul trouble. You know, in the communication that we had with the medical staff, he did not have a limit on his minutes per se, but we wanted to try to, you know, get him in and out as much as possible. I got him out of there early, that was by design. And then with the foul trouble in the first half, we had to have him on the floor. It just does so many things for us with his versatility on both ends. But, you know, for the most part, I thought just the consistency, CJ going out there, you know, we did a great job finding him. Unfortunately, he went down with back spasms in the second half, but, you know, from start to finish, I was really pleased with the effort that our guys gave.
You had some pretty good looks in the first half. You had some pretty good looks in the first half. Or, yeah, pretty good looks in the first half from 3, and then they didn't go in. And then the second half, they went in, especially early.
Yeah, I thought Rink had a couple of really good looks that were right there, you know, in and out. Sam had a good look that just, you know, grazed the back of the rim. Those are the misses. If you are going to miss, that's where you want them. You know, we had one other one, I think it was Keisei, had a wide open one that didn't fall. And, you know, second half, I thought we played smart. You know, we had a couple possessions I would have liked back, but I thought we played smart. And when we got the lead up, I thought we had good patience out there. You know, it's a very good defensive team that obviously has got great length across the board. So, you know, I thought the movement, the sharing was, you know, what we need to bottle up and continue on the rest of the Big Ten season. It's going to be very important. Wisconsin, obviously, it's you know what they do. They're as good as anybody in the country on that end of the floor, and you have that movement. You can't be stagnant down there, or they're going to make you look ugly. So, you know, this is a good win. We got to learn from it, get back to work tonight, and put an edit together, clean up of this one, and then move on and put a game plan together for Wisconsin on a short prep with an early game on Saturday.
You touched on the turnovers, but felt like it played a very aggressive defense in that double teaming. How do you think you did in making Indiana uncomfortable, and how much of a priority was that?
Well, we had to adjust the second half. They did a really good job of just throwing the ball up to the front of the rim, and we had no answer for it when they were posting Renault and Ware was just going right to the front of the rim, and we had to switch up our coverages and go a little bit more one-on-one in the post. And you know, it's something that we have. You know, with our defense, we obviously you can see it. We like to force that thing, you know, down and trap it if it gets too low. They did a good job kind of baiting us and throwing the lob up. But I thought the guys made a good adjustment out there, and again, got good activity. The guy I want to point out, Josiah, I thought was terrific tonight. 29 minutes, doesn't take a shot, but you could argue he was as important as anybody on the floor. 8 rebounds, the play he made where he dove from underneath the basket, first to the floor, you know, basically got the ball at the free throw line, and that got us out in transition. So, you know, Joe, with again, with foul trouble that we had, I thought was huge for us out there.
I know you said early January, a couple weeks ago on Rink, you'd come back, but I'm guessing a week ago you didn't know when that would be, and you got all these games stacked on top of each other. You have to feel pretty good about just back to what you did tonight in the games ahead.
Yeah, and you know, and he missed a couple easy ones at the rim, I thought, and he, like I said, had a couple shots that were right there in the first half. But you know, he does so many things for us on the floor. He can play through him at the elbow. He makes good, safe plays for us. He's got great ball security. You know, he steps up and makes his free throws. So just, you know, he gives us so much on the floor, whether he's scoring the ball or not. And I think he was a plus 17 only behind Jamarcus is plus 19. But, great to get it back out before.
So he, go ahead.
Hi, Sohei from W Magazine. You told me that NBA from the feedback of NBA workout is Keisei has to learn playmake, but it's difficult to balance. You need bucket more than playmaking. You said, but today he did it, and I'm wondering, do you think is it possible to be a scorer to get the next level?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the thing that Keisei does so well is his ability to space the floor. And, when he's open, I think everybody's in the building is shocked when the ball doesn't go in the basket. So, that's what our world of basketball is turning into with analytics, is guys that can space the floor and make shots. There's so many great playmakers that can get into the paint. And when you have a guy like Keisei spacing the floor, that's gonna, the gravity that he provides is gonna force the defender closer and either open up a play to the rim or get an open shot. So, those teams at that level, at the highest level of basketball now, when you have as many shooters as you can on the floor, those are the teams that are always in it at the end. So Keisei's ability to shoot the ball, I thought he made some nice floaters today, hit a couple mid-range shots, and did a good job getting to the basket a couple times. So he's just, again, he's got the ability to score it so well with his ability to shoot, and that's what's so attractive in basketball all around the world now, is when you have get as many of those guys as possible.
Coach, what has CJ done for you lately, and what have you seen from him in the last 3 games that's enabled him to play?
Yeah, CJ's been unbelievable for us, and you look back at that North Dakota game, we were in trouble, and CJ was the one guy that was making shots for us in that first half that kept us really in striking distance. And you see him go out there tonight. Without CJ, we don't have a whatever it was 9 or 10 point lead at halftime. He's one of those guys right now that's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence. And it's good to see him get it going again tonight. I hated it that he got the back spasms, because he was on his way to a really good overall game. But I just love the way CJ's playing right now. I like the confidence that he's playing with. He got the floor over there in the right corner on the other end of the in front of Indiana's bench. But he's doing a lot of things for us right now.
Fred, the first couple minutes of the second half, just how important was that? And I think you push it up to 15, like 2 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've talked a lot about that. We had a couple games, Creighton, Minnesota, where it did not go our way, and it's been a big thing that we've talked about with our guys going out and trying to set the tone, either getting back into a game or extending a lead. And tonight, to get it up to 15 right away and force a timeout, that was an important stretch. You hate to go out there and they score the first 3 buckets, and now you call a timeout and they get confident, and they get a little swagger going, and now you're fighting uphill. But I was proud of our guys for coming out of the locker room and really played good aggressive basketball in that second half, and really for the entire 20 minutes.
Yes,